Giants taking on the Diamondbacks. This would be a game to remember. Yusmeiro Petit, his last time out, struck out a career-high 10 batters against his former team in Arizona.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be Yusmeiro Petit, and he is red hot. He's had 2 starts this year, his last 2 games.
He did get into the game, however, late. A 2-hopper to Scudero, and that's how this game gets started. Got him.
And that's what we've been seeing from Petit.
Arias up and throwing. Got him. His belt digs it out.
13-5 on the year against the Giants the last time out. 5 runs on 9 hits in 5. So probably about what you'd expect. Slow roller up the first base line. Goldie takes care of business. 1-2-3 for Corbin.
Since he's coming to rotation.
This is skied down the right field line. A long run for Belt. Belt in the ball, dude, and Belt wins the battle.
8 base runners in 6 innings.
And he gets Hill here in the second. And he goes the other way as he lifts it out to Pill. And that'll end the inning.
To that 2-strike count where they're going to have to deal with that slider, so they've been putting a lot of those early fastballs in play.
It's a big strikeout right there. First out of the second.
Until you get to 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground. That's 1. No. Coming in to score is Pence. And Pill picks up an RBI. Now they're calling the back runners. Hector Sanchez safe at second. So the bases will stay loaded, and it's 1-0.
Now Owings had 29 errors for Reno, the AAA affiliate. I mean, offensively he had a tremendous year, but he really was inconsistent, and a lot of those errors were throwing errors. Here he throws wide, and it takes Aaron Hill off the bag. So
errors kind of came in bunches this season.
Martin Prado comes home. They get the force on Sandoval, and they turn the double play.
And rookie of the year as he lifts this one to left. Pill is moving back, and he'll make the play. Rolls this one to Belt. Belt will flip to Petit covering, 2 outs. Pollock is on deck. The 1-2. Got him, and Pollock will lead off the 4th.
Bring him up and sit him down. Second strikeout for Patrick. He K's Pagan to open the 3rd. He hit .362 in those 61 games and wound up as the NLCS MVP. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Patrick Corbin.
looking for strikes, anticipating it's going to be there.
Arias will throw off balance. This one shoots out towards Arias. 2 outs. Ten pitches. Up the middle and a base hit. And here comes Pence. So Sanchez comes through. And it's 2-0 Jones.
See him doing a lot going back up the middle. When you look at him, you think he's a guy who's going to swing for the long ball, but he has nice bat head control. Ball leaks out over the middle of the plate, and Sanchez hits it right back up the middle. And as he's standing at first base, he yelled out the Arizona Diamondback defense, "Catch that one, meat."
Yeah. How did Owings miss that, for crying out loud?
And that's our forward right choice.
Here's
Bill swings through for the strikeout. The bat ends up in the Giants dugout.
Just kidding.
Prado pops this one up shallow left field. It'll be Arias chasing off Sandoval. 1 out. Got him again.
Absolute knee-high perfection, and he is shaving the black off the plate.
On the ground to Scudero. And Petit, perfect through 5. Tapped to Petit. One out. Arias. 2 outs here in the 6th.
They haven't missed the strike zone very much.
Perez is going to dive, and he makes the catch. Corbin nearly flared it in for a hit. And the change in the outfield, you think it made a difference?
I don't think Phil gets that one.
Petit, perfect. Through 6.
Hard to short. Owings from the grass. They get the force on Sanchez at second.
Hit into center field for Pagan. And Pagan's going to put it away. 1 out here in the 7th. Right at Belt. 2 down in the 7th. On the ground to Belt. Goldschmidt retired.
There's the strikeout.
Got him. Sanchez to Belt. 1 down in the 8th. Popped him up. Scudero making the call. 2 down in the 8th. On the ground to Belt. Belt to the bag. Petit. 8 perfect innings.
Starting up a new inning. And both guys have had no trouble doing it.
High drive. Left field. Out of here. And it's 3-0 Giants on the Hunter Pence 19th home run of the season.
We talk about Pence having an opportunity to go 20-20. A few days ago, we may have to increase that to 25-25. Because he
Right field, right at Parra. That clears the 8th. We'll head to the 9th.
And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 down in the 9th. On the ground to Scudero. Scudero to Belt. 2 down in the 9th. And the pitch. Swinging a line drive to right. Pence is going to dive, and it falls in front of Pence for a base hit. And Petit comes oh so close to a perfect game. Like maybe a foot.
Be extremely disappointed, but the fans give him a big ovation now. 8 2/3 innings of a perfect game for Petit, and Eric Chavez breaks it up.
KNBR with the call. A tough break for Petit. His shot at history over, but he still is trying to go the distance and seal the victory for the Giants.
Swinging a chopper to Arias. And this is going to be the ball game. Yusmeiro Petit is going to get a hero's welcome out on the mound from his teammates, as he should. The Giants win the game 2-0. But still, some disappointment.
Well, you have to be disappointed because he really made the pitch in a 2-2 count. And it was called correctly by Phil Cuzzy. It was not a pitch that the umpire missed. It was a great pitch that a very disciplined veteran hitter managed to lay off of. He worked the count to a 3-2, and in a perfect game opportunity, Yusmeiro Petit had to challenge that strike zone. And he went in, and Chavez took full advantage of it, and history was denied.
In a lot of ways, having a perfect game hurts you from throwing a no-hitter, because if you've given up a base runner or two, you don't have to throw Chavez a strike.
Absolutely right.
So you're pitching for the win, but you're also pitching for the perfect game. He had to come in, you're right, to Chavez.
Go back in and look at the 2-2 count, 2 outs now, and watch the slider. Just right below the strike zone. And again, Phil Cuzzy, the plate umpire, nailed it with the call, and he had to come back in 3-2. We talked about the strength that Eric Chavez has. He's always been a middle-away guy. So strength on strength, he challenged that part of the zone. And this time, Hunter Pence, who saved the no-hitter in Tim Lipscomb's game, could not save the perfect game from Petit. And he was about 2 feet short, and you see the disappointment in the Giants dugout when the hit dropped. And Petit knew he was that close to immortality. Wow.
That's a great shot.
And watch Pence, what does he say? My bad. Not really.
And Giants win 3-0. Petit gets his first career shutout and his first career complete game, allowing just the 1 hit with 7 strikeouts, throwing just 95 pitches. It would have made it 2 straight years with a perfect game for the Giants, and it would have been the second no-hitter of the season for San Francisco. Meanwhile, the Diamondbacks are able to avoid history repeating itself. Exactly 7 years ago from Friday, they were no-hit by Anibal Sanchez and the Marlins, and Patrick Corbin also went the distance, but he allows 3 runs and takes his 6th loss of the year.